All right, Nikki. So what are your personal goals that you have for your clients in fitness when they come to you? Do you have your like own kind of goals that you want them to achieve, or you just strictly go on what they want?
Well, pretty much after we have our consultation, I pretty much know what their goals are. As far as weight loss, everybody always want to talk about they want to lose their stomach. You know, that's the first thing everybody's saying, like, yo, it just don't work like that. Like, we can't just say, oh, let me just pick out your stomach and that's how it works. No, all that shit work together, okay? All of that is together. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just work your stomach. You have to work your whole body in. I'm a sculptor. I like to, okay, your plan is to lose your stomach, but we're gonna make everything even. That's what I want, to make everything all together even. So you're like they say, like your thigh and your booty is gonna be the same circumference, is the same size. That's how people know when your booty, when people get their work done. If you see a skinny chick and she got this big old booty and she look like an ant, it's because it's you check her legs and her thigh. Your thigh, if you look at it, is the same size as your booty. If you look out the width of it, so check out your booty. That's how you know. Anyways, but yeah. So what I do is I write down the goals. Like, so if they have issues with drinking water, certain foods they eat, I'm on them about those kind of things. Like, I'm gonna stay on them to the point where they're at home and when they get ready to do it, they hear my voice in their head. I have
Ooh.
clients that's been with me that hasn't been with me in years, but they say they can still hear my voice. Like, I'm not a boot camp person. I'm just gonna tell you, just like we talking, this is how I talk to them. Yo, that's not cool. Like, yo, you know you messed up, right? Yeah, you know, but I'm not one of those people that tell you to deprive yourself of anything. I feel like if you want to eat it, but understand what comes after that, you after what needs to be done after you eat it. Because when you deprive yourself, that's when you're gonna overeat.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, I don't believe in cheat meals. I don't believe in those because people think cheat meals mean cheat all dang day. But the program that each client has is, let me make sure, okay, they have issues with water. Let's check on this water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be with you and be like, hey, did you drink enough water today?
Mm-hmm.
And then I tell you to keep a journal because I want to see where you're messing up at. I want to see where we need to figure out where we need to have. Now, I'm not going to tell you, hey, you can't have that little, candy, you like candy, like ice cream, those kind of things. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. What I'm going to tell you is make better choices. In your mind, that's going to be like, oh, I need to fall back a little bit. Because when, like when your mama told you not to do something, guess what you would have did it?
Did it?
You did it. Mom be like, don't do that, da, 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 da. But you want to find out why they don't want you to do it. So people gonna say, so I'm not gonna tell you don't do it. I'm gonna tell you what you shouldn't do. And I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you that I think you should make better choices. Substitutions. Instead of fried food, bake it, broil it. Crock pot is an awesome thing. Now they got the air fryer. So those are the options y'all have now. There's so many options now. So that's how we get to our goal, is to make those little mental changes in your mind that we need to make those changes.
Mhm.
What you got in your coffee? Cream and all that kind of stuff? Yeah.
This is probably easily like 500 calories.
Wow.
Easily.
Easily. See, I
And
ain't gonna
I'm
tell you.
horrible at drinking water. Horrible. Talking about you know what, pregnancy, when you mentioned pregnancy earlier, that was the only thing that I had an issue with in my pregnancy in the beginning, my first trimester. I think I was officially diagnosed with 3 UTIs, and then one time I actually was hospitalized because I was so dehydrated
Wow.
and had to do an IV.
Do you like coconut water?
I hate coconut. Hate coconut. Ugh.
Me too.
Other than pina coladas.
I can't even do a pina colada. Anything with coconut, like coconut shrimp, coconut anything, I'm like,
I'm not doing no coconut shrimp, cake,
Oh, okay.
water,
Well, have
pina
you ever
colada.
tried infused water? Do you try the infused water?
You mean like when I just throw my own berries and stuff in it?
Berries, fruit,
Yeah.
lemon,
Here's the
lime.
thing. I'm not one of those people that like, oh, I don't like drinking water. I just don't. I will sip on coffee all day. It's not that I don't like water. I can drink plain
Oh,
water.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would be that person I would have to actually be like, yo, this is your weight. This is how much water you gotta find. I gotta check you how many water how much water you had in an hour, how much water you had. You one of those people. So water
I'm one
is
of those people that I know already I'm gonna pay you extra money so that you can stay on top of me, because you might even have to come pull me out my bed. That's
man. See, and you know what? I'm you know what? That might be something I need to start this year is pull your ass out the bed package. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to the house, I'm beating on the door. So that might, hey, you just gave me a new idea because baby, if I gotta pull you out the bed, that's extra. Yes, trust me.
I only had a personal trainer. Well, I have had two. One I knew, so he was like, I already know she with this fluff today, like she with this foolishness. The other one I didn't, and I didn't like the fact that he wasn't harder on me, because I told him, like I just told you, I need someone to be on me, because if you give me an excuse and I'd be like, I remember it was raining one time. And I had a dog who was like scared of like their thunder and stuff. I said, I can't go to the gym. My dog. And they were like, okay, we'll reschedule. I'm like, oh, I need somebody to be like, if you don't get your butt here, your dog will be fine. Like, that's what I need.
Yeah, I would have told you mine. Excuse me. Your dog need an owner. Like if you don't get here, then you know he might not have an owner because you being lazy and not taking care of your health. You know what I'm saying? So your dog gonna be scared in thunderstorm in the shelter. That's it. But y'all do be coming up with some excuse. I had a client tell me she was on her period. I was like, you 40 years old. Like, you been getting your period for how long? And that's gonna be your excuse to me? I'm sorry, that is not an excuse for me. No. And then I got medical reasons behind why you should work out, why you're on your period. I don't tell me that. Yeah. The reason why people have cramps is because you have blood clots and they're just sitting there. So when you lay in the bed, guess what? You just cramping because you just sitting there. So when you move, you're letting the blood flow out your body, and that means cramps move.
Oh.
Somebody tell me, my little sister used to stay home from school. Like she was that much in pain because she didn't do shit. Like you don't move, yeah, that stuff gonna sit there. Like hell, if you don't move, that fat gonna sit there. It ain't gonna go nowhere. So yeah, get your ass up. But I've heard the excuse of like, listen, girl, you didn't have your cycle for 40 years. And now you want to decide that you don't want to go nowhere because you on your period. Like I can say the first day, because you know that'd be the worst one, probably. The first day probably be the worst one. But after a couple other days, no, I'm not with that. I'll let you out the first day because you're a little heavy. But other than that, no, get your ass up. Let's get this shit going on. Then after you're done, you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm so glad I came.
Yeah, it always is that way. After you're done, you're like, oh yeah.
You be like, oh, I'm glad I did it. Yo,
Yeah.
People gotta stop making things like chores. Like I hate to wash the dishes. I will work out all day not to have to wash the dishes. I don't like wash the dishes. That's one thing I hate to do. Like when I watch, it take me a long time. And it's just, I live alone now. It's just me. And I don't like washing those two dishes. So I would rather work out. That's one of those things that I will take over there. So stop making things like a chore. Y'all make it like a chore. Oh my God, I gotta get up. I gotta get up and work out and help my body get better so I can live longer.
Yeah.
Really?
Mindset. And back to the water thing, like for me, when I want to drink water, like I'll kind of just like take a whole bottle to work. I put like a bunch of ice in it and I put water. And to me, the ice makes it better. Like I love ice water. And
Whatever
so
makes it
like
happen.
that whenever, that runs out, and it helps me to drink water throughout the day instead of drinking like Gatorade or juice.
Look at her with her water.
Water all day. Yes.
That's
let me ask you a question, not to get personal or anything. Do you have any issues using the bathroom, like crapping? Not you, Heather. So you crap flow freely. Okay.
I go once a day. Is that okay? You supposed to go more? Someone told me you're supposed to go every time you eat.
Yeah, you should. You're supposed to. But I mean, the older I get, I feel like that doesn't happen. but you're supposed to, but it's because of what you're eating too. You got to understand is what you're eating is going to help you push out. If you're eating fiber, salads, those kind of things, but that's the mental to get you to eat right though, is I'm supposed to crap every time I eat, but that means, okay, I need to prepare a meal that's going to put those nutrients and those things in me to make that me purge. That's why I was asking you about water. Water helps you purge. That's one of the biggest things to help you lose weight right there, because our whole body is comprised of mostly water. So to purge yourself, that's what you need to get some water to help you purge. Why you have bad skin? Because you're not drinking enough water, because it's stuck in you. So the water helps purge all the impurities out of your body.
Okay. I'm gonna do better.
Yeah, so for every coffee you drink, you should drink 2 bottles of water.
I like that water goals.
Like for people that drink Coca-Cola, I hate people that drink Coca-Cola. I don't understand why you drink Coca-Cola if you can get battery acid off of a doggone battery and you put that in your body. Are you serious? Like it gets rust off of stuff. Like, why would you want that in your stomach? That has to be some powerful ass shit to get acid off a battery. People don't think about that with Coca-Cola. You clean the toilet with Coca-Cola. And you get the rim. If you got a little rim, you toilet. Why would you want that in your body?
And now, like,
that's a real quiet. Heather, you like Coca-Cola?
I like Dr. Pepper.
Man,
it's bad too. Me and my brother have like a saying. We say DP, like DP, are you with me? Like if he say, what the power of DP at? I'm like, I already know what he's talking about.
One thing I do like, I like ginger ale. Now I do drink
ginger
ale. Ginger ale is a weakness for me, but I don't drink them as much because the high fruit sucrose in there is not good for you. So I try to limit my thing, but I keep ginger ale in my house like it's ibuprofen or Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? That's like the black person medicine right there. Like, oh, you got a tummy ache? Let me drink me a hot ginger ale. You know,
but
that kind of
thing. Does help you feel better.
I know it's the ginger, but I learned to drink ginger tea too, but it's the ginger too. So
yeah.
Nikki, what would you say your fitness goals are for yourself, and what are your fitness goals for yourself?
Basically my fitness goals are always for the look, not for the weight. So I don't care if I weigh 200 pounds, it's what I look like is what my matter is. So I pretty much weigh myself. Everything that I do with my clients, I do with myself. I weigh myself, I take my measurements, and I'm like, well, Nikki, as I've gotten older, my goals have gotten more aggressive because it's harder now for me to maintain than it was before. About 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with a hormone imbalance. And so it's like, as I got older, more obstacles got in my way. So it's less like every week I'm having a goal that I need to make sure I'm doing. I stick with myself too. I got a goal, make sure I drink a certain amount of water, make sure I eat a certain amount. I'm not a big vegetable eater. So I drink a lot of my vegetables. So I have my friend juices for me. So I drink a lot of my vegetables instead, like kale, spinach, celery, all that kind of stuff. She puts it in a juice for me and I drink it. But those are my main goals, are to make sure I'm staying how I want to look. So most of the time it's my core area. I don't have a problem with working my legs, my thighs, none of that. My core is where I want to stay fit at. Especially with me wanting to still have children. I still want to stay in that area where my stomach is the snapback, where it goes back to where it's supposed to go when I have to have a baby. And if I have twins, definitely. Oh Lord.
All right. So how much of being fit is your identity, who you are?
I want to say it's a 70-30. Like, okay. That's very important to me because with the times we're in, life is very short. So it's very important. Actually it's even getting higher and higher. Like pretty soon it's going to be one of those things where like I've been letting my body control what I eat. I let my body control where it needs to go. Like maybe a month ago I did like a whole juice fast, And I didn't think I could do it, but I did. I did a juice fast and I did nothing but juice and nothing but smoothies for 2 weeks. And what I learned is I don't use the word challenge because in the word itself, it's already setting you up for failure if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't use the word challenge. I always say lifestyle change. So my lifestyle change was, oh, and I stopped putting time limits on my goals. So I had stopped, you know how we say, oh, we're going to fast for 7 days. That 7 days is going to be the hardest 7 days because in your mind, you're trying to get to that end point in 7 days. So what I did was when I didn't put a time limit and anything that I tell you guys, anything I tell you guys, my clients, anybody, it's something I didn't try myself first. So what I did was I did the juice fast and at first I was like, I'm gonna do it for blah, blah, blah. Then I said, you know what, Nikki, I'm gonna say it like this, take the limits off. So I took the limits off of it. And I was just like, I'm just gonna do it until my body says, until I get tired or my body says don't do it no more. So I did it. So it got easier and easier because my mind wasn't, oh, I'm gonna do this in 3 days. Or my mind is that I'm gonna do this in 7 days. I'm gonna do it until I don't feel like doing it anymore, or I'm tired, or my body says no. That's what I did. So I continued, did it, and I actually did it for 2 weeks, and I was okay. Even after the 2 weeks, I did it. I juiced once a day. Did a smoothie once a day, and then I ate a full meal. Sometimes I eat like a salad or something like that, something small, because of course, learning new things about my body, our stomach started out like this. And what we did, we expanded it with the stuff we eat, and our eyes being bigger than our stomach type thing. So it's like you didn't took your stomach from this, and now it's this. You know what I'm saying? So this is really how I shrunk my stomach to be this. So that's why we have these different kind of fasts. Like some people do an OMAD fast, which is only 1 meal a day fast, those kind of things. You can do, I do intermittent fasting too, which is where I don't eat until after 11 or 12. Like it depends on how it, and then from 12 to 6, you can eat, and then you stop eating at 6 and don't eat for the rest of the day. Sometimes I do that, and that's really good for you too. So it's all about me trying to just see what fits for me. Like I don't want to do keto. I'll never do keto. I'm not a big meat person, so keto wouldn't work for me. It's just about me trying to make sure it does fit me and that it fits what I want to do. So it is 70% of my life now, and I feel like it increased in the next couple of years because of what we have to do, what we need to do to make sure we stay alive and make sure that we are here for our children, and we're here to educate other people on understanding of why we should do the things we do.
Thank you.
Yeah. I knew about the stretching of the stomach. I didn't realize until just now when you said it that you can undo that. I thought once the damage was done, like it is done. I didn't know you could undo that.
People do need to fast. People should fast anyways. It's not just spiritual, and that's what people need to understand. Fasting is not just about spirituality. Sometimes your body and your organs need just time to rest. Like you ever notice when you're depressed or you're stressed out that you can always, the first boyfriend breakup, you don't eat, you ain't I don't want to eat anything, you know what I'm saying? You can do it for that, but you need to do it for a spiritual purpose, or just for health. You're hungry as hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta eat, man, I gotta eat. But let a male hurt your feelings. I don't want to eat. You gonna lose your life over this nigga, but you can't elevate yourself for your own health. Girl, like I remember them days. I didn't want to eat, crying over this man, losing sleep, losing food. But as soon as somebody tell you for a purpose of helping your body, you like, man, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat this Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna eat this Chick-fil-A. Mental. See how mental that is?
What is it like being a woman in your field of color? And what advice would you give to other women who are considering being a trainer?
Say that one more time.
What is it like being a woman in your field, specifically a woman of color in your field? And what would you give other women who are considering being a trainer too?
I've never had no issues with the color thing. Just being at first when I first became a trainer, it's more males as trainers than it was females when I first became a trainer. Now it's starting to become a big thing where everybody overnight is a trainer. I mean, literally, like overnight, people saying I'm a trainer all of a sudden, but no here, no there. We'll talk about them. But I never had those issues as really being the Black woman. What else you said?
Just yeah, basically just a woman of color in your field. Just
What advice would I give anybody? Is make
yeah.
sure it's something that you really want to do and that you really want to help people. Don't do it for a check. Don't do it, oh, I can get me some quick money. Make sure it's really something you really want to do and you really here to help people. And that you really are sincere. Like you can work, certain people become trainers because they like to work out or, oh, because I did this to my body. But if you don't take the educational side of it to figure out other people's body, like learning how other people's body are, like before I became a trainer, I didn't know nothing about anybody's body, you know, those kind of things, like people that have lupus, those kind of things. You need to learn about those kind of people that have cancer, people that are overweight, that's always been overweight. Then they want to put on genetics. Genetics don't mean anything if you want to change your mindset and change what it is. So it's just like what I give to anybody that wants to become a trainer. Do it because you care about people and do it because you want to change the way things are within the fitness arena. You know what I'm saying? People are the quick fads. I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in overnight things. That's not how it is. The only miracle worker was God, you know what I'm saying? So there's no way that you can do this. Oh, you got to do this in 30 days. I don't tell anybody that shit. That's not going to happen. I might tell you 90 days, but I'm not going to tell you what can happen in 30 because 30 days is where you're just getting into, especially if you're somebody that doesn't work out on a regular basis. First month, I'll tell you, is the month that you learn how to get to working out. If you tell me I haven't worked out since high school, okay, stay off the scale. We're not gonna get on the scale. We're not gonna worry about your measurements. What we're gonna do is teach you how to work out and change your mindset to get you into the mood of this is where your body's gonna be moving. You know, so that's the biggest thing. Like I said, I would tell a new person that wants to be a trainer, it's an amazing job. I love what I do because I've met so many amazing people. I've helped so many amazing people. I've changed people's mindset. And I mean, it's great. I really do feel like I've become a better person because of it, to see other people. Like, I don't see people as being fat. I don't say, oh, that fat girl or that, you know, when I see people and stuff. Now, if I see you in something that doesn't sound like you ain't got no friends, because your friends should have told you that stuff, you shouldn't be wearing it. Like, that's me. I'm very honest. And Heather know me. I'm going to tell you straight up, I ain't playing with you when they come to that kind of stuff. Like, you just didn't have no friends. But I do say, when I see somebody that's overweight, I say that's so unhealthy. Like everybody, and my other brand that I came up with is Fit Queen. Everybody is not designed to be a 5 or a 6. God did not create us to be a 5, everybody to be a 5 or 6, but you need to be healthy within that, within yourself, within your body weight. That it's okay to be 200 pounds, but be a healthy 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't gotta be like they telling me now. If you go online, they tell you this whole thing at this age or this height, you supposed to be this. I don't ever want to be 135 pounds again. Because I was looking at them pictures back in the day, how my rib cage was showing.
Look
And
like crackhead.
Fine, girl. Like, what? Girl, you thought rib cage was fine? Like, like I'm not like I'm like if I'm 135 pounds now, I was like, I would not be happy with that. We would look like literally crackheads.
Yeah.
If we go back to those pictures and look, so I was just like, they need to upgrade that thing about what size you think now.
Yeah.
They tell me
I see the people, you ever see people who lose a lot of weight and then their head looks so big, and then compared to their body, I hate it.
But the doctors want to tell you you're obese, and that's what makes people mad because they hear that word obese. I be like, you obese, like don't be telling me that shit. Like, don't tell me that. And I'm doing everything I know to do. So you got to just find a healthy weight that works for you.
Yeah.
There's always, you know what I'm saying? There's always a goal. If I could get, I don't ever want to, like, again, I don't want to ever be 135. Like, I would like to be like 150. 150 might be my lowest I'll get to. I don't want to be 135 ever again.
Yeah, agreed. So, how do people get in contact with you? They want your services, advice. Like, how do they get in contact with you?
Well, of course, you can hit NikkiTheTrainer.com. That is an option. And I'm on all social networks, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I'm starting TikTok. Like the kids got to show me how to do that. But yeah, starting the TikToks and stuff like that. But it's NIKKI, the trainer. And then also, you can always catch me. Oh, you can Google me. You can Google
Ooh,
Nikki the Trainer and it comes up. Yeah, it's gonna be a picture of me. But yeah, so you can find me anywhere on all social networks, but mainly on Facebook. You can find me Nikki Trainer, like I said, NIKKI the Trainer.
mhm.
And you might be also be able to find me by my brand Fit Queen also, but mainly Nikki the Trainer.
And it's fit, like FIT, Fit Queen. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Perfect.
And when y'all get a chance, y'all send me y'all address and I'm gonna send y'all some workout gear.
Okay.
Ah,
Thank
you
you.
ain't got to say you but one time.
Send me a size. I'm not guessing shit. I'm not gonna guess, so just send me your sizes, but I'm gonna send y'all some things. So
That's awesome.
looking out for you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Get y'all
Well,
it'll motivate y'all to get out. You be like, oh man, you put on my shirt, be like, you ain't got your Nikki voice. It's all about the intention. The intention.
Sure.
yeah, well, now that we've had you on, I can't be spotted in Walmart looking toe up no more because they're gonna be like, well, she know Nikki. Like, I don't understand why she don't.
Like why she just won't do something, you know what I'm saying? And then let me tell you this, one thing I am is I'm all about I'm being practical and I'm a realist about it. It's not an overnight thing. Just like anything else, it's not an overnight thing. So making small little changes, small little things, like why you sure you'll be on the computer a lot. Take a minute when you're on the little break, do 10 squats, you know what I'm saying? Go outside and walk around for like 15 minutes, do 10 jumping jacks, but start somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't degrade any kind of workout. I'm not going to degrade any kind of workout, any kind of activity. You say, Nikki, I rode my bike around the block. I'm going to be like, great, you know what I'm saying? But eventually you rode that bike around the block and you only did 15 minutes. Know that you need to upsell yourself on another, keep with the goals. Okay, I did 10 minutes today. I'm gonna do 20 minutes tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or wait 2 weeks and say, hey, I'm gonna do 15 minutes, but add on something each time. Say, okay, I'm gonna walk outside for 15 minutes. If you got a dog, you say you had a dog. Walk your dog.
I used to, not no more.
Oh, okay, sorry. But
I have a dog.
You got a baby, you got a kid. You got a kid. I'm sure he loved to go outside. Walk him outside 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Why you walking him? Stop and he'll love to do it. Do it with him. Train up a child in which way you want them to go. Start doing jumping jacks with him. Show him how to do some jumping jacks. You know what I'm saying? He would love that. Just y'all two. And then that could be something where y'all bond together and bring interactive things with him, you and him. You know what I'm saying? Jumping jacks. He might not want to do the squats. What did we used to do? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. That's an exercise. And he would love stuff like that. So that could be y'all bonding thing. You and Ariel can hook up and do some stuff together. And I'll even give y'all a free session if y'all want to do it together. I'll give y'all a free session.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. You have been amazing.
Thank you.
Hands down.
I try.
I have learned so much this morning.
Yeah.
I try. But that's the main thing, is to impact y'all as well as educate you. That has to be the main important things. When I leave here, I want people to know that you still are getting, if I decide to don't be a trainer anymore, I want you to be educated by it. I'm gonna still always be in a fitness arena. I believe that. If I'm not physically training, I'm gonna be virtually training, or y'all gonna be watching a video of Nikki the Trainer, or looking at some health something healthy, some material. Like I am doing an ebook right now, so the ebook hopefully will be out pretty soon. I got a fitness journal I'm working on, so that'll be coming out pretty soon. And I'm trying to do some t-shirts. So all that's in the works. Like I told you, I don't do that half step and stuff. So that's the biggest thing. The most tedious thing has been the ebook, is trying to place that stuff in them little blocks they be talking about. So that's my trust issue, is trying to find somebody I got all the material, I just need somebody to plug that stuff in for me. So that's where I told you about the trusting somebody to do it, and then they screw it up and you be like, man, I should have just watched a video and learned how to do it myself.
YouTube.
So, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna be on. If I have a little girl area, I'm gonna be on YouTube trying to learn how to braid.
Yes, you can learn a lot off of YouTube these days.
I know I learned how to do my locks. When I first got locks, I did extensions. And I went to this girl, and girl, the locks was falling out, the extensions was falling out. I went on YouTube and I learned how to do it myself. And girl, that is all mine. I cut off as my hair grew, I cut the extensions off. So now I got a full head of locks. But yeah, YouTube is pretty good for a lot of things.
How long?
I learned how to do first off YouTube too.
How long has your lock journey been going on for?
5 years.
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh, that gives me hope. That gives me
girl. Well, you gotta have the right person. Like I had to find the right person, because you want somebody that's not about style, that's about the health of your hair. Or if you're gonna do it yourself, just make sure you're about the health of it. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you still gotta take care of your scalp. You gotta make sure it's not dry. The oils. I had to go through the different oils. Girl, I was allergic to oils, even natural oils. It was just like trying to find out what works for you, because everything that worked for somebody else ain't always gonna work for you. So you just gotta find somebody that has that hand. Like I always say, somebody with some growing hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
So somebody told me that if your loctician is like pregnant or something like that, they have growing hands. Like it's always something extra with the pregnancy or something like that. I don't know how true that is. It could be a myth, but I don't know. But my hair is mine is in the center of my back. Wow. And for the first time, I just colored it. It's like an auburn color, but I just started coloring it. I was always scared to color it because I'm like, oh, it's going to thin out my dreads, or it's going to do this. So I just now colored it, but I really like the black. So I think I'm going to go back black.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah. From what I can see, yeah. Definitely.
You locking up? You locking up, cousin?
Yeah. I'm 6 months in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You keep it up in a style.
When I first get them retwisted, I style it and then I take them out in like a week, and then I just, have them.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, the less you do to it, the better you are. Like,
you
doing a whole lot of touching it, not a whole lot of doing it. But that's why I locked up too, because I can just throw that mud back and wrap it with each other and be done. Like I ain't gotta touch it. That's the main. And I'm lazy. I will tell you that when it comes to hair. So yes, if it ain't done, I ain't got it. I just throw it back and there it goes.
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's about right here.
Okay, good one. Good one. Good one. Okay, keep it up. Don't get overwhelmed. See, I didn't go through the old ugly stage with the little wicks and stuff. I didn't.
No. Ain't nobody about that life.
Yeah, I didn't go through that stage. I went straight to I had the hair down my back when it first started because I did extensions. I was like, oh, I'm not doing that because I want to be able to put it up in styles and stuff like that. But that's the one thing that I feel like anybody that has dreads can be committed to anything.
Really?
I really do, because that's a whole commitment right there to have dreads. It's a whole commitment. You're talking about you talking about what I want to say. I don't want to make it sound bad, but we were talking about managed hair together, you know what I'm saying? And a product that you just roll, and it's just, that's an amazing thing. Whoever came up with that, but they said God had locks, didn't he? Hair and wool. So God had locks.
Oh, yeah.
So God had locks.
Samson's hair was locked. His hair was locked.
Wow.
Yeah.
How far I go back?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I definitely will be reaching out to you, because you ain't gonna talking to me in kind of way.
That's the motivation, yo. I just tell you what, but one thing about you, always gonna get honesty from me when it comes to the health and fitness. I'm not cutting no corners.
Yeah.
You would not have been able to call me and tell me about the doggone dog. I'd be like, tell your dog you'll be back in an hour. Hide in the closet, face ad. That's what you would have to do because you would not
Yeah.
have gotten out. I have clients.
I have some excuses, but no, you're absolutely. You said so much stuff that is so true, just about the excuses and how we only have this one body, and showing up for our your child, your family, yourself. So yeah,
It's about you. You can't take care of nobody if you ain't here.
Yeah,
Like if you
you're
die
right.
tomorrow, who gonna take care of your son? Who gonna take care of you? We gotta
Okay.
think. People gotta stop thinking for right now. We gotta think for long term.
Yeah.
And with tomorrow, with the way things are in this world currently, tomorrow's not promised to anybody. So you want to live your life to the fullest. Like one big thing people used to always say is, how you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? But just think about when I worked for somebody else, you was getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, going to somebody's job every day. So why wouldn't you get up and do the same thing for yourself?
Mhm.
Like I get up 4 o'clock in the morning because it's something I'm investing into me.
Yeah.
My shirt says, it's not luck, it's alignment.
Mm.
Ooh.
So it's about the alignment. You got to put that thing in alignment. That's one thing I do pray to God too, is for things to be in alignment. We need to be in alignment. God, bring my body to the way you created it to be. And that's what people need to understand. And shirts on sale if y'all want to buy one.
Oh yeah, I will definitely go purchase that. That
Is it
right
on
there.
your website?
I'm writing it down. I don't know if you saw it, but I grabbed my pen. I said I have to write that down. That's good.
So just always think about, you got to take care of you first. Like my client, she told me this is the only time she gets an hour to herself, away from her kids, away from her family. She said she loves coming to work out just because she gets that hour. This is her hour to herself, about herself.
Mhm.
And we don't do enough of that. Like people want to think self-care is getting your feet done, getting your nails done. No, self-care is building the body and making sure it is whole and making sure it's right. The right stuff is going inside your body. That's self-care. To be aware of what it is. And I'm not telling, like I told you, I'm not a big health nut. I eat what I want to eat, but I do know behind that, all that, what I want to be my ultimate goal is.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not always about the 2-piece. It's not always about trying to show your stomach, that kind of thing. It's about what's inside. You know what I'm saying? You can't be good inside if you can't be good outside if you ain't good inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
true.
All right, I got to go and get me some water.
Yes, because you didn't drink coffee. So 2 bottles of water for every cup of coffee you didn't drink.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, y'all.
Thank you again. And
You're
I will
welcome.
be in
Thank
touch with
y'all.
you. Yes.
I hope to hear from you guys
Thank
soon so y'all can book y'all session.
Thank you. I know.
Yes, and hey,
right.
let me tell you something. Remember this, okay? Don't stop, won't stop. Let's get fit. Don't forget.
2021.
Yes, and living on.
I love it. Yes.
All right, y'all ladies, have a great Sunday and a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too.
You too. Bye.
Bye.